New Pardner
by DJ
and Lauren.
Trapping time was here again, and soon we would have to go to trap for many beaver pelts before the ice formed and the first snow.
A new partner this winter on the trap line I would take along with me to help catch beaver, marten, and mink. I was hoping a good partner he would be.
Our winter supplies were soon ready. The canoes were loaded and ready to go. With motors humming and pushing, our travel would not be slow.
Supplies were left in camps along the way. The rapids were high and clear. Some rocks we had to watch out for, but of these we had no fear.
Rick was left at the Missapooskiao camp where there was lots of beaver sign, while I returned to the Big Rapids camp to set out my own trap line.
For 2 weeks we trapped the beaver, while the river was still quite high. Besides, there was some muskrat, and even an odd mink came by.
We needed more supplies for the winter, and Freeze Up was not far away. We took a quick trip out by canoe and would head back the next day.
A radio call came for Rick. "Come home, we need you here. We need you now," it said. "Do not wait for the end of the year."
So with much thought and reluctance, he finally said he would go. But I will return to the trap line before the first fall of snow.
I returned alone to the main camp with the supplies we bought that day to get up the wood for the winter and some meat if it came by my way.
As the river was still quite open, I set out more beaver traps next day. Freeze Up and snow would come any time, so near the camp I will stay.
As I was paddling around the bend, a moose was feeding along the shore. The rifle spoke, and there was our winter's meat. Getting it to camp would not be a chore.
The moose was skinned and cut up, taken back to camp that day. We were ready now for winter, as it was surely on its way.
That night the north wind blew. Next day the snow came thick and fast. I lifted my traps from the river, for winter was here at last.
Missapooskiao camp is lonely now. No light from the window does glow. Inside it is so cold and dark, and no footprints in the new fallen snow.
A big bull moose looks across the river and wonders where Rick can be. No smoke from the stovepipe rises high. No light from the window can he see.
There's mink traps up the creek, along the river. Many beaver are there. Squirrels and marten in all the bluffs. It wouldn't be hard to get your share.
Rick does not return from the south. He must be needed at home. So as the many years passed, I traveled alone.
The end.